What's going on, everybody? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I'm just testing something real quick. I appreciate all of you. Oh, that's loud. Okay. Let's see how this is looking on my end. See if this is actually flowing and going. Hopefully everyone's having a good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you're tuning in the world. I know we have an international community, so it's always good to say what's up to everybody. You know how we do. Alright, let's see. It still hasn't kicked over to TikTok yet. Let's see. It's taking a second. Hasn't kicked over yet. Interesting. Interesting. Looks like something's not kicked over. If you are on here watching this, I appreciate you. I'm doing a test on the multi-stream right now. There was something that they changed on OBS. So, testing something out real quick, but for some reason, oh, there it goes. It just took a second. Cool, boom. And I can still do that. Tight. Toy like a toy guy. What's going on, everybody? Hopefully you're having a good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you're tuned in the world. If you got any questions, don't hesitate to ask. If this is your first time in one of my live streams, drop a first in the comments. If you want to stick around, hang out, and get a better view of the screen, you can always zoom in or click the button on the right corner, bottom right corner if you're on TikTok. This Bitcoin long is really a solid setup right now still. Even playing this to the top, it was still a 2.5 on the risk-reward ratio scale of things. Looking really bullish right now. Good momentum, inflowing volume, bullish crossover, bullish pivot signal. To the range high, it's 1.3%, so you can adjust accordingly based on trade size. But it's a pretty solid move in general, especially if you're scalping or leverage trading. It's a pretty simple trade from range low to range. Wherever you're tuned in the world. Very cool. Just want to make sure I can hear it. Boom. Boom goes the dynamite. Appreciate all of you so much for being here too. Nice little play on Bitcoin currently. I mean, I'm up about 200% on my Bitcoin short. Something like that. Nice little play on Bitcoin currently. On the dashboard, let's go see what our volume's looking like. Ooh, we got some good volume inflow too in the last 24 hours. That's what we like. We like that one very, very much. For fucking sure. Very good. Especially to see if we want that inflowing volume and if we want to see a bullish trend play. And you're holding on the bullish side of the VWAP. Obviously, that just opened in the last hour, but we're on the 5 minutes, so it's good to see it on the bullish side, especially if you want to play it long. What else we got in the markets right now? S&P strategy with beat junk bond rating, setting narrow Bitcoin focus. Yeah. Ooh, bearish signal on XRP and bullish. So bullish signal on the daily, bearish on the hourly. So long-term bullish, short-term bearish, which I would mean medium-term is probably bearish, trending bullish. We like that. That's a good little play. Good little play setup. What else we got today? Solana, Litecoin, Hedera, ETFs to launch Tuesday. That's an interesting one. That is an interesting one for sure, especially with Hedera and Solana. We'll see if Litecoin can test those consistent all-time highs again. It usually does. Ether Treasury firm Ezilla sold 40 million ETH to fund share buyback amid discount to net. Damn. CDI stablecoin payments do no partnership with Coinbase. Damn, so Cydia and Coinbase have a partnership now? Wow. Alright. That's tight. Bearish signal on Bitcoin. That makes sense. Bearish signal. This was 5 hours ago, though, so. How high can XRP go in November? How do you guys think it can go in how do you think XRP can go in November? Chainlink gains as whales accumulate 180 million. Sheesh. Bullish on VIX. Volatility index bullish. That's a good thing to see. We like volatility. How high can XRP price go in November? They really like that article. They've been trying to pump that one a lot. Go on, Bitcoin. Keep on going. But yeah, we got volume control holding right now. So point of control for volume showing plenty of horizontal volume. This would be a good take profit as well, about 115 flat. Bullish crossover, bullish pivot signal, bullish side of the VWAP, bullish inflowing volume, bullish momentum on the MACD. Pretty much everything right now in the 5 minutes pointing to the top side with high probability. First native stable, nice. Nice. If you're not following me or subscribed, depending on wherever you're watching this, because it's on a multi-stream right now, hit that button. That'd be greatly appreciated. We've had a pretty decent day in general if you're looking at it from a bubbles perspective as well. Going into the weekly's looking pretty good, so anyone that's getting it earlier in the week has had some good plays. Virtual's pumping. We've seen a lot of AI projects starting to move again, which is good. I think AI is still an undervalued ecosystem in general. If you're comparing it to the market cap of other sectors, it's still pretty fucking low. If you want me to show you how to figure that out so you can see what sectors have, what market cap each sector has, you can drop a 1 in the chat. Sol's looking solid long term. Just got to be patient. I still think it can break out. Scotty, what's going on, bro? Hopefully you're having a good day so far. The dog is here. Ooh. Bye. I'm doing well, Brian. I appreciate you. Thank you for the gifts too. Had a good couple days for sure. Bitcoin's been ripping. Been a rip sticking, that's for sure. We like that. We got no complaints about that. If you have those questions, get them in. Don't hesitate to ask. Don't be a scaredy cat. Always happy to hear that you're crushing it, bro. Always happy to hear it. Good start to the week, end with some volatility. Oh, yeah, this week's going to be fun. Especially considering we really haven't had that much macro news because of the shutdown. Wednesday's going to be an absolute shit show. So be ready for that one. That's going to be a fun day for sure. Marco, appreciate you for that heart. But we're definitely going to get a nice little chunk of volatility on Wednesday. That's for fucking sure. A lot of earnings reports are coming out this week too. I'm locked in. Don't talk to me. Don't talk to me those days. What up, Jay Heat? What's going on? Hopefully having a good day so far. Yeah, not only the FOMC and all that, but you have a lot of earnings reports from big companies like Meta. So it'll be interesting. Apple, I believe, is on that list. I know Google is on the list. There's a lot of earnings reports coming out this week on top of big macro, so strap up, buttercups. For real, though. Because that shit can go crazy fast. Let me zoom this in a little bit. Oh, Talking Head. Hello, I am Talking Head. How are you? Hello, I am Talking Head. Nice to meet you. Marlon, what's going on, bro? Hopefully having a good day so far. This November setting up to be like the last November. Yeah, I know. I'm sure everyone was so sad about October. Why wasn't it so easy? Unhinged GQ. You already know. Some days you just gotta be a little more unhinged than others. This is one of those days, I guess. But yeah, we're in a bullish crossover on Bitcoin on the 5-minute. Bullish pivot signal holding bullish side of VWAP. Good volume point. VFI is over 0, so that's bullish and it's inflowing and uptrending. MACD's inflowing and uptrending. Technically, that was a regular bullish divergence. CCI is uptrending. Everything is showing a really good opportunity and probability for a long position. That's kind of what you see on the screen of what I'm watching right now. So probability-wise, I would say more likely. If this wants to come down, it can come down again. You can still hold LSU support at 114 flat, basically, and still be pretty fucking strong. That would be essentially an ideal entry point would be right around here if it wanted to come down to that point. You could always sweep liquidity too if it wanted to. But there's just a lot of potential for this to play to the top side, even playing back to the overnight VWAP, or let's say previous day VWAP, we'll say. So, you guys want to come trade with me or learn my trading strategy and all that? That's in the EPIQ trading floor. That link's in my bio. Or just go to epictradingfloor.com. EPIC or EPIQ, they both work. But I would love to see this take a little ripstick right now, especially we're about an hour and a half into market open. Tokyo session's been open for about an hour and a half. Sydney's been open for 2.5. Yeah. We're getting to that point. We can see some juice in the market if we get lucky. Everybody loves a little juice in the market. What else we got? Monthly. Sheesh. Still up 2,000 on the month. That's crazy. Chain Opera AI with the boomstick. Crazy play. Virtual's pulling back up too, which is crazy. Squeeze the juice. Yeah, exactly. You got it. You get what I'm dropping here. You get what we're doing. You're picking up what I'm putting down. We got volume inflow too. Virtual went silly. Yeah, of course. I mean, look at volume inflow in the market right now in the last 24 hours. Crypto laws by early 2026. U.S. bill faces deadline. Canada prepping for stablecoin framework, which is good because Canada has been a little behind in the crypto space and a lot of their options have been cut. So that's an interesting one too. Definitely a lot of trend in the markets, a lot of opportunity long term. I'm looking for the markets to swing back up. I'm looking for this to be more of a pullback by the dip situation. We've been sleeping on one. It is what it is. It's been like that for years now. What up, Deadwood? Hopefully you're having a good day so far. But yeah, there's two scenarios that happen. So most of trading is psychological. So there's two things that happen when the market dips. And that's pretty much what predicates to me where I think the direction is going. There's something that you might have noticed in 2021 if you're around then that you're not noticing now, which is not existent, are the HODL and the HODL warriors and the buy the dip people. So in the scenario when the market pulls down and everyone's very bearish, I like to think that this is a good pullback opportunity to go upside. And then vice versa, if the market is pulling down and everyone and their grandma's like, buy the dip, HODL, do this and that, and blah, 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 that's when I would be looking more for like a dead cat bounce, for example, and like things to play back to the downside. So that's just a little sauce and extra something for the people that are in here, because I appreciate you all for being here. So that's kind of how I look at these pullbacks and these dips and retracements and stuff like that. Right now, there's just not enough greed. So from a greed perspective, it just doesn't really make sense to pull the market down. We need a little bit more greed before we pull down, and then just drive that fear up the wazoo after a strong pullback. But now we're barely retracing and people are already freaking out. So you need to bait people a little bit more to keep them bullish through a pullback, so they want to buy the dip. Once the buy the dip people start to come in, that's when things you want to really get tight on those trailing stop losses and stuff like that. Just from personal experience, from what I've seen. Ooh. Waiting for Plume to find its bottom. Waiting for most of the altcoins to find their bottoms, right? The majority of them, even Ethereum, needs to find it. I'd say the big old chunky crew, and we need Bitcoin dominance to go on a little dump skis. We got. But at least I know this is still working. That's a good thing. So that was annoying. Ethereum looking like it's finding a little floor right now too. This could be a good trade. You could even have your stop loss under liquidity from here, holding a good volume point. That's not what I wanted. I want long position. But even from here, playing to that range high, keeping, you can put your trailing stop loss anywhere to like 4,082. It's still a 2-to-1 risk to reward. And that's under liquidity too. This is a really good opportunity from here to play top side. There's a lot of volume up here. So you can either go to the volume range, which is also where you see a lot of candlesticks and upper candle wicks. So it could be, all of this is a pretty good target area to kind of get out at. 2.3, so 10x would be a 23% trade. I think Friday expires will turn it, or Wednesday will be too strong to reverse. I don't know. I really don't know. My hesitation in it is just the lack of news that's been coming out already. So I think the lack of news is what could drive it to be a little bit more aggressive on Wednesday. Normally, especially in the last month, there's just been such a decrease in the amount of macro news, and we saw what happened last week. But just tweets, or even just like the PMI when that came out, it affected the market a lot more than it typically would, at least from what I've seen and from what I've recognized. So that's just something that I'm kind of watching on that to just be extra careful, let's say, just in case. I'm gonna be seasonal Friday and be ghoulish. Sage money, sage money. The ghoul. Gabagool. Downhill since Binance listed it. Ah, shit. The opposite of what normally happens when stuff gets listed on Binance. Usually it's on Binance and it pumps. That's what we like to call booty cheek. That's some booty cheeks. Usman, welcome to the Epic Trading Floor, brother. Happy to have you. I'm going to be sending you some stuff right now. Some information on the Epic Trading Floor. Happy to have you, brother. Welcome. I'm going to send you some info right now. Anyone else that wants to join us in the Epic Trading Floor, by all means do that. The ghouls. Gobble up all profits. Oh, for sure. For fucking sure. Especially on those highly volatile days, it always likes to swing opposite before it goes in favor of direction. Which can be such a pain in the ass. The ghouls. Alright, Usman, if you're watching the live, I just sent you some information about Das Epic Trading Floor, so if you're watching, you just got it. We definitely saw some bearish signals popping up. Shout out to Usman, though. Welcome to the fam. Definitely some bearish signals starting to pop up. XRP, 1 hour, showing bearish. S&P strategy hit with B-Junk, bond, rating, citing down Bitcoin focus. Interesting. Wah. Lots of stuff to scare people. Oh, wah. This stranger at my door. Where did the chat just go? Oh, there it went. EQ keep dominating, man. Back to my J's. Epic 9 around. Hey, there you go. That's what I like to hear right there. I appreciate you, bro. And I hope you're having a good night, too. You're the real MVP. All the supporters, thank you, thank you. Thank you for the share. If you're not following me, hit that follow button or subscribe wherever you're watching this, because we're on multiple platforms right now. It's YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch. Is it me or is it my thanks. Of course, brother. And if you want all the access to the other things, the Epic Trading Floor, that's that link that I sent you, the All Access Pass. That's how you'll see the trend signals. So if you don't have the All Access Pass, when you go to the activity, you'll see the market news, and you'll see a couple free signals, and you'll see all the some of the posts that go public. All of these are public. And you would see this one, for example, that says Trade Alerts Bot, but anything that says trend signals on it, those are all private. So you wouldn't see the VIX ones until you added the all access, and then they would just auto populate on the activity feed. This is the Epic Trading Floor website, by the way. So I don't have a Discord, I don't have Telegram, WhatsApp, any of that stuff. I built my own platform, which is Epic Trading Floor. So if you want to join us, this is the way to do that. Real OG, don't say but the skills follow winners, not speculators. I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate the love. I'm grateful for you. Can't miss my focus. BTC starting to, or Ethereum starting to run. Let's see what Bitcoin's doing now. We got a long on. We would watch a long on both at this point. Both bullish crossovers, both inflowing. Everything's leading to both of them wanting to swing up from here. If you want to come trade with me or learn how to trade, you can always hit that link in the bio. Still going well. Still got great volume, plus 50% on the 24-hour volume change. That's what this is. So I'm on 24 volume change, 24-hour percent. There we go. We got it that time, right? There was a little boomstick. There we go. I like to show you all this stuff too. Ethereum swinging up too. They're both playing well. Ethereum's volume is just a little bit lower, but it's aggressive right now. This is an exponential spike in volume, but I would consider this bearish in comparison to the volume that we're seeing on Bitcoin right now, which is already broken over the 0 VFI. Still trending very aggressively to the top side. So, all good things. What catches my attention is the regular bullish divergence. So you kind of get these lower lows on price action. If you're going from wick to wick, you're getting lower lows. And then you're getting higher lows on volume. Boom. So uptrending. And then you're getting higher lows on the MACD. So this is momentum. So volume and momentum are showing you uptrend. And then now you see price action is following suit. So it's one of the main reasons why I like to trade volume over everything. So volume first and foremost is what I follow, and momentum. And then those two things I believe are the weights, or let's say the anchors that drive price action to aggressively move into certain directions. Because that's what we really want as traders, swing traders, scalpers, things like that. You're trying to wait for the aggressive move. You're not waiting for, you don't want to get into it when it's just chopping up and down. You're waiting to get into a trade that does something like this, continue to the upside, where you can get pretty explosive potential pretty fast. So, I mean, for the people that have been here watching the stream, how long we've been on for about 30 minutes, you saw that we've been sitting in this same entry, kind of watching this trade as a long. And then just watching it continue to build, but there's just tons. The more bullish signs that you can add on, the more confluences you have, and the more probability and the higher probability the trade has of success. So, it's kind of what we're looking at here, watching it move pretty aggressively to the top side. Same with ETH. ETH was moving pretty fast too. Starting to see that one pop. VWAP is going to be up here at about 41.78. That's the volume weighted average price for some of the newbies in the room. Alright, keep on moving, friend. You know you want to. You know you want to keep on moving. I'll be hopping off of here in probably a few minutes, but I will be live tomorrow too. And we have a group coaching call tomorrow at 7 p.m. EST. So for those of you that will be around, 7 p.m. EST, game on like motherfucking Donkey Kong. So be there, be square. If you grab an all access pass, you can get access to tomorrow's group coaching call and Thursdays for free, which is cool. So I say Mondays are a good day to grab the all access pass, because then you get the additional benefits of the 2 group coaching calls for free. But yeah, tomorrow is going to be 7 p.m. EST, and then Thursday 12 p.m. EST. Make it so we can hit all the time frames, you know? You know what I mean? What do we got? No change in volume yet. Still going. Still chilling. But yeah, take it easy, y'all. I will see you around.